Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Gonna do a little off-topic discussion today. We got an ice storm last night here in Kentucky, and it's always just kind of surreal what it does to the trees and everything. So I thought I'd give you guys a walk around. If you haven't seen ice like this, you can see the problems that it causes. These are newer trees that we've put out in the last 4 or 5 years. These are green giants, the taller ones, and they've actually done pretty well holding up to the ice. Partly probably because they're not that big yet. They're leaning a little bit. But a white pine in a Kentucky ice storm is not a good thing, especially if they're very mature, 25-year-old trees. You can see some limbs falling down, a lot of limbs falling down. These are actually my neighbor's trees here on the property line, but this is going to be a lot of work to get this all cleaned up. You can see what the yard looks like. I'm breaking off my grass blades every time I take a step here, but I came out here last night and kind of pulled off some of these limbs from our youngest trees. Kind of heavy to deal with when they got all that ice on them. You get sap all over your hands. But this is going to be several hours and probably a couple $1,000s worth of paying guys to haul off branches. Now this tree here is mine, and it did lose a pretty big branch. Luckily it didn't really get into my barn too much here. So, but look at that. That's a big old hoss. That's going to have to be cut up and hauled away. But there's another one. So yeah, white pines are just not the right kind of trees to survive an icy winter. I love walking out here though when it's like this. It's just like you're kind of walking on this, like on a Mr. Misty. Do they still make Mr. Misties? They're just like a crunchy ice crystals everywhere. You can see them kind of running off the top of my barn. Kind of hard to walk through here. That car's not going anywhere soon. That would be the last car I'd want to drive right now. I'd rather drive my two-wheel drive diesel truck. But come out here to the front, it's hard to even get up and down our driveway. Because this tree here, and I don't know all the types of trees, but luckily my junk basketball goal is holding this thing up still. Another white pine. But yeah, we're gonna, I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind's starting to kick up now. So, I did all that freezing rain yesterday, and now that wind's starting to kick up. We've had power on and off through the night and through the morning. So, this could get a lot worse as limbs start to fall, as they're heavy with all that ice on them. So anyway, this doesn't happen every year. It happens every few years that we get ice like this. So I thought I'd go ahead and document the damage. My wife's little bushes here aren't doing too well either. They're falling over across the sidewalk. It says it's 28 degrees. Now we're getting a little bit of melting apparently on the roof, probably just because the dark colored roof gets enough sun on it to melt a little bit. Either that or I don't have good insulation, one of the two. super happy with my insulation, so that might be it. Yeah, these limbs are sagging down heavy. Well, anyway, that's what an ice storm's like in Kentucky. Just thought I'd do a little bit of video on it. It's just crazy. We're gonna have a lot of work to do, get things cleaned up after this melts, but it's not supposed to get above freezing for a few days, so it'll be a while, but it's gonna keep me busy for the next few days. No more motorcycle ride until this is all done. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.